This is like the early days of internet shopping. It's just gonna be me looking through all of these pages saying, I want that. Hello friends, and welcome to With Love, Christina. Today I'm feeling a little bit frazzled. So we are going to sit down and look through a pretty magazine together because I did not have time to film anything this week. I got to meet one of my closest friends who I have known for 7 or 8 years online. Her name is Laci Fay. A lot of you know her as the vintage girl next door. I finally got to meet her in person and give her a hug, and I cried because we are very close friends. We've talked a lot, we've phone called, we've done all of the things that you do when you meet somebody and you just know that they are a kindred spirit. I finally got to meet her this week, but that meant that I didn't film anything because the time was so short that I just didn't want to bother with constantly filming. I just wanted to live the moment. I also got to see my friend Elizabeth, who runs the channel Little Antique Me, but I'm not sure if she's still doing that. You can also find her on Instagram as Little Antique Me. She lives here in Washington, but I haven't seen her in 3 years. So it was just a really lovely week of seeing friends. I got to go stay overnight in a camper with them, and we had so much fun, and I meant to film a video of that whole experience, but like I said, I just wanted to soak in the time, and so I didn't really film very much. So today instead we're going to sit down and look through the Montgomery Ward 1955 catalog. This is the spring and summer catalog. We are not going to look through the whole thing because it is massive. It is like, I don't even know how many pages, over 500 pages. So we are just going to look at the like the women's fashion because that's what I'm into. I do really like the home goods portion, and I will go through that at on another day. Maybe I'll make a part 2 of this. But for today, we're just going to go through as much as I can get through in the time that I have to film this morning. It is Sunday. I'm hoping to put this video on Monday, so I should probably get started. If you are new to my channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Christina, and I run this channel because I like old books, I like vintage fashion, and I want to live a practical vintage lifestyle. I film a lot of vintage plus size content, I film a lot of just vintage home content, housewifery, makeup tutorials, following things from 1950s books, cooking, all of the fun things that have to do with being a 1950s housewife, although I do it more for aesthetic because I don't actually want to live in the 50s, but you know, I digress. So if any of those things sound fun to you and you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit that button. I am trying to hit a very lofty goal of 25,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I really don't think it will happen, but a girl can dream. I hope that you stick around for the journey, and let's dive into this magazine. Catalog. It's a catalog. Let's shop like it's 1955. Alright, so this is the Spring and Summer Montgomery Ward of Portland 1955 catalog, and I say of Portland because I actually live in Washington, so I'm not too far. I live about 2 hours away from Portland, and we have this very beautifully curated woman on the front with a swing coat. Swing coats were really popular in the 50s. People always think of princess style coats with the nipped waist, but the swing coat, there is her outfit right there on the first page. I really want this coat down here in the bottom, and I am sorry if the setup feels a little bit awkward. I do not have a top-down filming tripod, so I just have to do the best that I can. It's a little bit awkward, but it works. So anyway, I really love this outfit right here. I think that coat is really pretty. So I thought it'd be really fun to do a conversion of the inflation rates. The dress and coat together is $34.98. So let's look up the inflation rate calculator and see how much that would be today, because people always look through, whenever I post vintage magazines, people always say, oh, $3 for a dress from 1929, but really that translates into about $40 for a dress, which is a decent, you know, it's it's a decent price still, but it's not as cheap as we think of it. So this dress and coat right here would be $34.98 in 1955. It is the same item would cost $386 in 2022. That is depressing. But anyway, on the second page, we have, I really love this dress. I like that print a lot. It's really pretty. And this house coat is very cute. I could see this being on Laci. I think that would be really pretty on her. I love the color palette of this page. I think it's so beautiful. And I really love this dress, this white dress over here. It's very classic. It's very, very pretty. Of course, I'm immediately drawn to all of the florals. This is beautiful. Every time I look through magazines like this, I just want to make clothes because I know that while plus size did exist back then, and I do have a Lane Bryant catalog whose sizes go up to a size, I want to say it's a size 30 or 32. It's like a 60 in the bust. You'll have to let me know. I'm not 100% well versed in my modern sizing because I go by measurements on everything, but there are things in there with like a 60 bust, a 48 waist, a 50 waist, a 52 waist. They went up in size. So while plus size did exist, it's still so much harder to find now because of people just wore it. They wore it until it wore out. They would cut it down and make a new garment out of it. There was a lot of reusing of the fabric of an old garment back in the day. So plus size garments are very hard to find. Just because they were worn down, they were worn out, people wore them more than the smaller garments. But anyway, these sizes go up to a size, these are Mrs. sizes, so these are like young ladies sizes. It goes up to a size 18. Some of them go up to a size 20, which is actually my size. In the 1950s, a size 20 was about a 42 bust. 44 bust sometimes. So that is a decent size for just a regular catalog. People always say that people were tinier back then, but really they weren't. I had a dress like this one with the little neckline detail. I actually still have it. It's kind of falling apart. I've always meant to replicate it, but I have that dress just in a different fabric, and I really like this red one and the polka dot. I want all of them. I want everything. That's just gonna be, this whole video is me saying, give it all to me. I want it all. And again, the sizes here go up to a size 22, which is, again, like 44, 46 bust sometimes. It really depends on the brand of the dress, the fabric. If it's a nylon dress, it'll stretch a little bit, so then if it's a little bit larger, oh my goodness. See, I want to make something like this. That could be a summertime sewing project of mine, is to make something like that, because that's so pretty. These again are Mrs. sizes, so this is like younger fashion. I find this really interesting because, again, a lot of people will find a dress like this and say, well, it only went up to a size 18, which is a modern size, like a modern size 10. Maybe. Anyway, so people find dresses like this and say, well, plus size didn't exist, but these were meant for basically teens. You know, like between 15 and say 22. And when you're that age, generally, that's the best body you're ever gonna have, or so they say, which is a silly thing to say because your body is fine no matter what age you are, no matter how much weight you have gained. Your body is just fine the way that it is. So I also really love this blue dress, and this give me everything on this page, but this H, I want H, and it would have come in my size, so I desperately want this. Like, dear Montgomery Ward, I know you no longer exist. Do they? Didn't they go out of business? Anyway, but I want this. It was $10.98. Let's do the inflation to depress ourselves. So $10.98 would have actually been a $121 dress. This is part of why this is also really beautiful. And I have a dress that has a very similar fabric to this. By the way, if you would like to subscribe to my Patreon, I will be putting all of the pages that I go through up on my Patreon so you can see them better. I know that my filming situation is not the best. I can't really zoom in to what I'm talking about. I mean, I can, but it's not going to be as nice quality. So my Patreon is $5 a month. That's all it's ever going to be. If you want to subscribe, you'll get all of the fashion catalogs, all of the recipes, all of the housewife routines, all of the beauty routines. Basically anything that relates to the videos that I make here on my channel will be on Patreon for $5 a month. So yeah, it's a good deal. Considering these catalogs cost upwards of $60, I think that's a good deal. Anyway, oh, this is why when you do the inflation and you think about how much it cost back then, how much it would cost today, I think that's why I'm more willing to spend a very good amount. I also really like this. I'm willing to spend more money now on clothing, on good quality clothing, because you kind of realize like it wasn't cheap back then either, and people had smaller wardrobes. So I'm more willing to spend $100 or so on a dress, because back then it wasn't that cheap. I'm not super into this page. I do like this. I think that's really pretty. But these are not quite my style. Maybe I would wear this yellow one. Maybe I would wear the orange one. Okay, you know what? Maybe I would wear some of these. But these, again, all of these are, it says little girl look for grown-up misses. So this is kind of for young ladies. Goes up to a size 20, which is, again, that's pretty cool. For considering it's for teens, it's good that it goes up to the very bottom of plus sizes. This I want. And this I want. It's just gonna be me looking through all of these pages saying, I want that. This again is Mrs. Cotton's for Round the Clock. I love that. I think that's really pretty. I want to make something like that. All of you need to bug me to actually start sewing, because I mean, they're not that difficult. I say, and then I'm gonna film the video. So here are some fancy dresses, which go up to a size 20. G goes up to a size 22. You can kind of see the difference of the style. So this is more of a Mrs. dress here. It goes up to a size 20. It says Mrs. sizes. This one goes up to a 22. Generally, if it was for like the older women, I would say 30s and up, they didn't have the drop waist, because by then you would have had babies and it wouldn't have been as flattering. Okay, see, I want the plaid. I love the plaid. I love the gingham. I want to try that. I would love to sew this. That's amazing. That's so cute, and I need to like save that to you're gonna see me. Okay, that is maybe my next project. I have some gingham. I could probably sew that because I love that. I think that's really cute. Again, I love everything and I want it all. I especially really like this. This is very pretty. And this I want it. Like, just give it to me. I've actually seen a few dresses like this online lately that I'm dying for, like on eBay and Etsy, but they're not quite my size. It came in my size too. Somebody just give it to me. These are very cute, but I actually really like this one. I really love dresses with this sort of silhouette with the round neckline and the just the full skirt. It's so pretty. This is really pretty too. I would totally wear that. Honestly, there's not a thing on this page that I wouldn't. Maybe the ruffles. I'm not too sure about the ruffles and the big collar, but I would wear it. Came in my size. Somebody get it for me, please. Oh, okay. Now we have come to one of my favorite pages and a few of my favorite dresses. First of all, this, like, I don't even know what to say because I love it so much. I want it so badly. I am currently trying to find a pattern and fabrics and stuff that I can make this, because the pockets, the fabric, the little floral detail around the neckline, like just, it's all incredible and I want it so badly. This would have been $2.98. It is a house dress. It is a zip front house dress. These are gonna be the $32 dresses. I really want these two, this one, this one, this one, this one. I may honestly just give them all to me. These are my dream dresses. I think I really need to get up on my sewing because I know I'm never gonna find them in my size for a price that I can afford. So here we are, just being desperate for dresses I'll probably never find. These are very cute. I really like this one with the little like interesting button detail, and I love that. I've actually had a dress very similar to that. These are not quite my style. Why can't I just go back and get them all? I really love this. I feel like I've had a very similar dress to this. And that's very pretty. I wish all of these were in color because they are really cool, but that's okay. I love this one. I love this one. Y'all have to let me know what your favorite ones are in the comments because they're all very, very pretty. You'll have to forgive me if I did my very best to make it so that this is a good filming situation, but it is what it is. I love that. I really like button-up dresses. I don't know if you have noticed by now. That's pretty. And I like the daisy detail on here. And the ruffle detail here. And the plaid. The plaid is also really good. Oh, and this one here in the middle is so cute. Love that. So these, here's what I was talking about earlier with the Lane Bryant catalog. These are half size fashions, which were generally a little bit more plus. There's 2 women's sizes and 1 larger size. These say in half, 3 women's, 2 larger sizes. So these come from, well, these go all the way up to a women's size 46. Let's see the size chart on page 52. What page? Size chart 4. A size 42 was a bust 45. A waist 38. So they go all the way up to a bust 49 and a waist 43. But then in the half sizes, it's 26.5 is a bust 49. I don't understand these sizes, but that's okay. And then larger and heavier and more mature figures come up to a size 53, which is a bust 56 and a waist 52. And this is not a plus size catalog. This is just a regular everyday catalog. So there we have your little confirmation that plus sizes existed back then. This is really pretty. That is beautiful. That detailing is insane. And then we have more. These come in the extended sizes again. I had a dress so similar to this in like a blue, and people always called me Lucille Ball in this dress, and I regret selling it. It was too large for me when I had it, and now I'm just like, oh, that would fit me perfectly. I like this too. That's really, really pretty. And that, again, it comes up to a size 53, so it comes up all the way up to, what did we say that was? That was a bust size 53, bust 56. That's good. How do they waist 52, bust 56? So that's decent. I mean, that's, I don't know what that is in modern sizing, but that's up there. So not bad. More very cute. Very cute. Oh, these are all the more plus sizes. What is that? I'm very curious. What is a bust 56? That is a size 28. So decent size range. That's a lot more than most companies do now. Here's our size chart. It goes all the way from the Mrs. sizes 7, which is a bust 31, up to the larger mature figure size of a bust 56, waist 52. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I want these. So I have a dress really similar to this. Just making sure you can still see it. And I love that. That's really pretty. This is really... Oh, it's two different styles. I was like, this dress has a weird collar because half of it is like not a scallop, but kind of, and then the other half has collar, but you can choose either way. This is pretty. I love all of these. I want all of these. These are still, this is still like the plus size section of the catalog. Give me all of them. There is definitely a distinct style difference between the dresses meant for the younger women and the dresses meant for the older and more plus size women. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love all of these. I want them all. But yeah, there's a definite distinct difference between the styles. I think the younger women had the more collars, less button up, and the like older women or plus size women get more button downs, and oh, that's to die for. That is beautiful. And we are we still in the larger sizes? We are still in the larger sizes. I have a dress very similar to this. And again, I would take all of them. They are all beautiful. They are all pretty. I see nothing that I wouldn't wear. And then here we have maternity dresses. Maternity fashions. So these ones would have had, so they have the adjustable elasticized waist, or they have just the kind of shapeless one. Here again is, this one has an adjustable waistband. That's so cute. Oh, I love it. So they all basically have elastic waistbands in the back, and then the front is solid. They are so cute. Look how cute you could be when you were pregnant. Maternity sportswear. I really want a pair of shorts like this just for every day, you know? Like, I kind of love that. And then the loungewear. Gorgeous. I have a lounge outfit very similar to that. Yeah, these are some of my favorite pages. I really like vintage loungewear. That looks like an actual dress to me. But such was the, vintage nightwear, loungewear. Wear around the house when you're not expecting company, I guess. And then we have professional uniforms. All-purpose uniforms, so anywhere you had to work that you had a uniform. These are very sweet, and these all come up to a size 46, 26 and a half, which was again up there in the bust size. And then we have all of the tops. I am not huge on blouses. I have been wanting to for a while. I've been wanting to expand my blouse wardrobe, but I get really bad at choosing them. But these are really pretty. I would wear this one. I love the neckline. The collars are good. That's really nice and basic. Actually, Vivian of Holloway has a blouse really similar to that. Got some more cute blouses. I like the plaid one a lot. That's pretty cute. Loses my attention a little bit when there's no color. That's terrible. Actually, you know what? I do like a lot of the ones on this page. I really like how ruffly that is. That's really fun. I love this. I think that's very classic. That would be easy to make. A lot of these, I just see that and I'm like, oh, I can make that. My toxic trait is thinking that I could sew it, and then I never do. This one comes with a matching ball cap, which is kind of hilarious to me. Oh, and then come to the page that I teased on my... Did I? Yes, I did. The page that I was teasing on my community page a little while ago, where I shared all of the cute swimsuits. I like this little swim dress. That's very sweet. Again, I feel like maybe I could make some of these. I think my favorite's this red one. The blue one comes with a little swim cap. They are very cute. And then we have made to match separates. Oh, they all come with hats! Well, it comes with, these two come with a hat. This comes with the gloves. We have some sweaters. This is really pretty. I don't want to think about sweaters right now because I'm very warm, but I like that. Fashion fabrics in poplin. Baby cord. Oh, corduroy. So this is kind of like the, wow. Oh, these are denim. This whole page is denim, but turquoise denim. So, as you can see, the denim did not come in the 70s. The denim playsuit came in the 50s. That seems uncomfortable. And then we have some skirts that are really beautiful. I love all of them. Skirts is a good place to start if you want to start sewing because they are pretty easy. Pretty easy. These all come up to a size 18 or 20. So not like the hugest size range there, but not too small. The pockets on this one, the pockets on that one are great. Then we have some jackets. This is like a pool jacket. Oh, and we have jersey casuals. I love these. I always look for, so shirts like this are a little bit easier to find at the thrift store if you are looking. I just realized I've been like resting my hand in here. Whoops. I tend to find like the jersey shirts a little bit easier. Man tailoring. This is the only one that comes in women's sizes. All the rest of them just come in regular sizing. Plus sizes is what I mean. Which is disappointing. I've always wanted a vintage pair of shorts, but there's no way my hips would ever fit. All the pants are cute. Or the culottes. It's very fun. So many coats. Again, I'm so warm. I don't want to think about coats. I'm just hot. Oh, with the fur collar, oh, I would die at the moment. These are some really nice suits though. This one with the waist and the neckline is beautiful. And this one too, that's really pretty. Or the dress suits. I love the dress and jackets like combos. Or here it comes with the skirt and the jacket and the coat, which is really cool. $19.75, that's probably going to be real expensive. So this is what I think of when I think of a 50s coat. I very much think of these swing styles, just because it's kind of what I see the most in 50s. A lot of people think of the more 40s silhouette with the nipped in waist, but I feel like in the 50s people were getting a lot more boxy. Styles were getting a lot more boxy. And I'm sorry if I'm flipping through these quickly. I just realized what time it is. Okay. This is a really pretty color. See, I wish that coats came. I feel like most coats don't come in pretty colors anymore. They just kind of come in boring colors. Yeah, coats. I don't have a lot to say about coats. So if you want to see these pages, I guess you can hop onto Patreon. But they're just coats. I don't really wear a lot of coats here in Washington. We don't really need them that much. So I only have like one jacket that I just use all the time. But you know, we come into suits for women's and regular sizes. And then proportioned for the half size figure. So these are all for plus sizes. Also, we should bring back half sizes because I am almost always in between sizes. Ooh, and here we come to some accessories. There are so many bags. That one's really cute. I am also not a huge bag person. I mean, I will use them if I have them, but I don't necessarily look for them. I never buy them online unless they're strawberry bags. So like accessories are so you can get a feel of what kind of belts to wear if you want to look 50s. The shawls. Oh, and then we have nylons. This one was 66 cents. course, I'm going to do the inflation because I want to know how much that is. $7.30. So that's really not bad. All of the stockings. I don't know if I have anything to say about the stockings. So we have come to the shoes. I don't love shoes like this. That just reminds me of the 90s. I don't really like super round toe, but I do like the sandals. I think those are pretty. I'm not a huge fan of the round toe. However, that is very 50s, so if you're looking to find shoes that are very 50s, you could do that. I prefer this shape a lot more. I like these flats a lot in those. And pretty much everything on this page I would totally wear. These do look very 90s, or maybe early 2000s. I always say 90s because I'm kind of a 90s kid. I was born in 1988, so I was a 90s kid and an early 2000s teen. But yeah, the round toe is very like early 2000s. I love these. Bait Footwear makes some pretty affordable shoes. They're not the most comfortable, but they are similar to the 50s styles. Very cute. So many shoes. The clear ones, those are so good. I want to see how tall this heel is. P. It's a 2 3/4 inch heel, so that's not that tall comparatively. Somebody criticized a friend of mine and told her that she should be wearing stilettos if she was wearing like a fancy 50s outfit when she was wearing shoes that were modeled after 1950s. But really, even their tallest heels are 2.5 inches, 2 3/4 inches. So that's not crazy, I guess. I have shoes very similar to these ones from Bait Footwear, and they're actually pretty comfortable. I love that kind of shoe for fall. And then these remind me of Grandma, which of course they would, because this is a 50s catalog. Lots of neutrals, lots of are these kids' shoes? Those look like kids' shoes. But I like the sandals. The sandals are very cute. I feel like I had shoes like this in the early 2000s as well. And more shoes that these are like, when you have shoes like this, they're gonna be super comfortable. Maybe not the prettiest, but definitely comfortable. And then all the little slide-on shoes. And then we come to the undergarments. Why don't they make bras like this anymore? Because that's so great. Come all the way up to a full C-cup 42 band. So the vintage bra sizing is a little bit different, and I don't know a ton about that, but if you follow on TikTok or Instagram, Tina, I will link her down below. Tina is really, really good at bras. But they had so many cute styles, and look, they have the little pointy things, which is fun. But these are all very cute. Here's some full figure control for if you want to swoop things in a little bit. I love it. I love all of them. I love the fact that they have the hooks in the front. That's so much easier. Why don't we do that? And I want the pink bras. They're so cute. I have yet to find... Rago does a fairly decent vintage bra. It's sort of like this one or this one. It's okay. I have one. Compared to my actual vintage bra, it's not nearly as comfortable. But it does the job, and it gives you the vintage shape that you need. I also very desperately want one of these someday, because it's so good. Ugh. I love vintage undergarments. I think they're so pretty. This is really pretty. And this. I've been dying to find like a full body girdle for so long that I can afford, because, But I think I need a girdle that goes between the legs because I have very thick thighs, and the chub rub in a regular girdle is not great at all. Very much not nice. But yeah, this gives you a good idea of, I think that it's important to realize if you want a super authentic look when you're wearing vintage, it's really important to remember that you should be wearing the undergarments that are similar to what they made then, because your dress will fit differently. If you wear a modern bra with a vintage dress, generally the bust shape is a little different. Because here you can kind of see it's not pointy per se, but it's not rounded. Back then they didn't really do any rounding, padding type of thing. It was always a little bit more pointed, more of the natural shape of a breast. I hope I don't get demonetized for saying that, but anyway. And so the dresses were made to fit more of a point. So if you wear a round bra, like a modern round bra with a vintage dress that's meant to be a little bit pointed, it'll just fit differently. So if you're looking to up your game, and there's nothing wrong with wearing modern undergarments under a vintage dress. Nobody cares, really. But if you want a more authentic silhouette and you can't figure out how to get it, it could be that you need to get a pointy bra. Not even a pointy bra, just a not round bra. We've got the fancy, firm control. They've got 2 layers. And then some slips. Oh, maternity lingerie. And here we have the maternity girdles, which are adjustable. So they have the adjustable panel so that you can expand the stomach area as you grow, which I think is really cool. I would have loved that. I often wonder if I'd had better support garments when I was pregnant, if I wouldn't have as much of a separation in my abs as I do. But who knows. And we have lots of petticoats. That's another thing I've been looking for, is a petticoat that I actually like, because I don't really love petticoats too much. And then slips. I have a slip pretty similar to this that Laci just gave me. This is very pretty. I wish, this is the thing. I think if I would say anything, well, also the dresses, but I wish that they made slips like this. Because it's so hard to find a good slip that actually works like a vintage slip. There's something that's just a little bit different. I have this exact slip. Slips are also just something that nobody thinks to wear. I had so many people ask me, like if I wear dresses and tights, how do you keep your dress from sticking to your tights? And I always wear a slip. So I always think that's a funny question, because like, just wear a slip. It's just, I don't know, do people not know about slips? I don't know. So we have nightgowns. It's another thing that I would love to expand, is some pretty nightwear. This is so pretty. Why don't, like, come on, underwear and undergarment nightgowns companies, what are you doing? Why are you not making pretty nightgowns that I could wear as a dress and nobody would know? Why not? And then these are all pajamas. They are all cute. There's parrots on this one, and I love that. Maybe we will skip these two for obvious reasons, but the rest of them are very cute. And we have more cute pajamas. And look, it's a scandalous one because it shows your tummy. Not really. But I think these are really cute. Underwear, again. I mean, it's granny underwear, but it's cute granny underwear. Very cute granny underwear. This is what I need. I need the full body slip shorts because my thighs. But yeah, that's what I really would love to have, is one of those. I've been looking at the thrift store. I look at the thrift store every time I go because you never know what you're gonna find, and I will absolutely use somebody's secondhand undergarments. I know that sounds gross, but like, that's what you're doing if you're buying a vintage bra. It's somebody's secondhand undergarments. Alright, so I think that we have pretty much hit the end. There is a little bit of sewing paraphernalia. Maybe I will just go through that. Some of the lace that you can see here. Fabric choices. I'll put all of this up on my Patreon so that if you're trying to sew, you can have a little bit of a... Oh, here we go. This would be a great page. There. Oh, the chickens! That's so cute. I will put all the sewing pages up on my Patreon so you can see all of them if you want to, you know, find similar fabrics to make things. Yeah, so much cute stuff. I'm gonna actually do that for myself. I'm gonna go through here and see what fabric I can find that's very similar to these. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. So then this, I think, is kind of the end. This is so fun. It's just... it's for home and for fashion. Oh, we're still going with the fabrics. So, like I said, I think this is pretty much the end of it. We just have a lot of really beautiful fabric. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but we do want to go somewhere later. So I will put up, is there anything else that we want to look at? I will put up everything on my Patreon, and you will have to let me know. You will have to let me know because there is a whole book of home stuff. There's home decor, there's furniture, there's men's fashion, there's kids fashion. I would probably have to do like a 5-part series going through this, but that was the women's fashion section of this Montgomery Ward's magazine. So that is it for this video. There is, of course, a whole bunch more pages. I think I only looked through about 200, and this is a 800 plus page catalog. So if you want me to keep going in this series, look through the whole thing. Maybe not the tools section because I'm not super interested in that, but the home goods, the couches, the furniture, the rugs, the kitchen stuff, the kids stuff, the toys. I think there's a section for toys. There's children's clothing, there's men's fashion. If you want me to go through all of that, let me know and I will do a couple more videos on this book until we get through the whole thing. But for now, of course, all of the pages that I looked through today will be up on my Patreon. I will probably split them into a few different posts because I just looked through 200 pages and that's a lot for one post. Then you would be able to zoom in on them. You can save your inspiration if you want to. You can do whatever you want. But it is only $5 a month to subscribe to my Patreon, and then you get all of the fun stuff that I go through on my channel, like housewife routines and beauty routines and makeup recommendations and fashion catalogs and recipes and anything you can think of that I have used to assist me in making 1950s content for my channel will be up on my Patreon. And you absolutely do not have to subscribe. You absolutely don't have to subscribe. If it's not your thing, that's totally fine and I understand, but it's there if you would like it. If you would like to scroll through this magazine by yourself, it'll be there. If you would like to support my channel in other ways, you can always tip me for the work that I do here on Ko-Fi. But as always, I appreciate any and all support, whether it is liking, commenting, subscribing, all of the above. I would love to have you stick around if you are new here and at the end of this video you feel like you want to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications because I'm told that helps. I don't really know. I try to post videos every Monday, so be sure to come and visit me on Mondays and have a little chat about whatever it is that we are doing that day. That is it for this video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting and chatting with me and looking at this magazine. I'm so glad that you were here. I hope that wherever you are feeling safe and loved. And until I see you again, have a beautiful day and thank you for watching. Bye! That's a good cookie. But as hello friends and welcome back to the air effect. It's not the air effect. Why do I keep saying that? Oh, Scary. Oh, it's just you. I see you. Are we gonna go to the park?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get your shoes and your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go see.